Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, November 17th. We're going to go over the meeting. That's the recipe for today. At the end, I'll do a video of it so that you can kind of freeze it or whatever. Still shot it. I knew I'd think of it. But today they're talking about eating mindfully. We all know that if you really think about what you're eating, you're going to do better. And you know what? I forgot to get my notes out. I take notes at the meeting. I'm the only one. I know people look at me like, why is she taking notes? But I like to go back on them. That helps me out during the week. Okay, I'll start off with, yay, I had a loss. I told you that my goal is between now and the first Saturday in January to have a loss every week, whether it's 0.1 or anywhere up. I'll take whatever goes, but at least 0.1. And today I lost 0.1. But I also lost another pound besides that. So I lost 1.1. Just get the glare off of it. So that brings me down to my total loss of 73 pounds. If you've been following me for a while, you know my best loss so far has been 77 pounds. So I still got to lose 4 more pounds. Piece of cake. Oh, cake. Why did I say that? I love cake. But anyway, I'm 231.2. which means I still got to lose 1.3 to get back into the 20s. That is my goal, to get back into the 20s. I was hoping to do it before December, which I could probably do it the first Saturday in December. That's 2 weeks. So I think I can do it. If I don't, I don't. As long as I have a loss each week, that's all that really matters to me. But my quote is, your first thought in the morning when you wake up should always be, thank you. Not everybody wakes up in the morning. It's an unfortunate state of mind, but if some people just don't get up. And so no matter how your life is, just be thankful that you're up. You know, though I remember my mother at the end when she just so wanted to go. She was just so ready. And it was so heartbreaking because at night when she'd give you a kiss goodnight and she'd say she loves you. And you know, as much as I don't like to hug, I gave my mother a hug every night because I thought this might be the last one. I know that's a morbid thought, but I'm not a hugger. It takes a lot for me to hug somebody. I can hug. I don't want you to think I can't hug. I can hug, but it's not something that comes very easily for me. And I know it comes easily to everybody. But anyway, my mother would always say, good night, I love you. I hope I don't see you in the morning. And I thought, oh, I don't want to hear that. But I can understand at the end, she was just ready to go. She really was. And my mother did die in the morning. So she had to wake up. Anyway, let's get off that subject, please. That's just whatever. You need to remember, too, that failure is a feeling that you get long before it becomes an actual result. If you start off with the opinion of, I'm such a failure, that's not going to work. I just know my body. I know the way my body reacts to stuff, so why even try? You've already failed. You have not even given yourself the opportunity to at least try. Everybody knows those trigger foods that cause you to gain weight. That's true. I mean, that to me, if I drink pop or soda or Coke, whatever you call it, wherever you are in whatever part of the country, I gain weight. I really do. And I know that. That doesn't mean that I'm never going to have pop in the rest of my life. I do have pop, but I don't go crazy like I used to. I can go out and have a pop with my restaurant, at a restaurant. I can have a pop, and I've said this before, psychologically, I love to hear the sound of a can opening. That is my Pavlov's dog. It's like, what? I hear somebody open a can of pop. I hear it. I then would like to open up another can of pop so I can hear that sound. I love that sound. And that makes me remember, oh, I love pop. I love pop. I can go out to eat at a restaurant and just get a glass of pop with light ice or no ice, and it'll last through my whole meal. And because I know that's a trigger food for me that's going to cause me to gain weight and also to want to eat more. So you just have to remember that. And you also have to remember whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're always right. If you think you can do it, you're right. You can do it. But if you think you can't do it, you're also right. You're not going to do it because you have the wrong mentality, the wrong thought process going on. And I know with Thanksgiving coming up this week, we have to make it work. We really do. I am so looking forward to, there's a a pie place by us. It's from a Jewish bakery. Not that it makes a difference whether it's Catholic, Jewish, or whatever, but they are open. I don't know if they're going to be open. No, they're not open on Thanksgiving, but they're not open on Saturdays because that's their Sabbath, which I absolutely love. I wish more Christians did the same thing and just didn't open on Sundays. Just honor the Lord on that one day. But anyway, they make the best pies. And Jim knows I love a banana cream pie. I'm not a big pie eater, pizza pie, but I don't think that's really considered a pie. But I love a good banana cream pie. And let me tell you, they make the best banana cream pie. Now, this is a pie that I know I'm not going to eat every day of the week. I'm not going to eat a lot during the year. I am going to have a slice of pie on Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to have 0 points in the morning. Well, you know what? I'm really not even going to have 0 points in the morning because we eat our Thanksgiving meal at 1 o'clock. So, and I don't eat till 1 o'clock every day, so that'll work out fine for me. But I'm not going to go crazy. I do plan on having some stuffing or dressing or whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. I do plan on having some of that. And I am going to have a little bit of mashed potatoes. Now, I know I can have mashed potatoes any day of the year, but having a turkey dinner without mashed potatoes, that's just wrong. That's just darn right wrong. You got to have potatoes. I am not going to go crazy, but I love acorn squash, so I'm going to have some acorn squash. I love white meat turkey without the skin, 0 points. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have some mashed potatoes. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to have a little bit of mashed potatoes. Where I'm very fortunate is I'm not a big gravy lover. So I'll just have some mashed potatoes with a little bit of salt and pepper on it. That'll be fine for me. I'll have my stuffing, and then I'll have some broccoli and maybe some green beans. I'm going to fill up on all that other stuff. So I'm going to really have a low point dinner. So I'm going to really enjoy that piece of pie because I am going to have that piece of pie. And I'm looking forward to that piece of pie. That means that during the week I'm going to have to be a little more diligent on how I'm eating so I can roll over some points so that I can have some extra points. And even if you go on Thanksgiving and you eat mindlessly and you go crazy, it's only one day. If you get on the scale next day and it says, oh, you gained 5 pounds, you didn't really gain 5 pounds. You'd have to have gained probably, 3,500? Like 17,000 calories for 5 pounds. Do you really think your meal was 17,000? Am I doing that right? 3,500 for, is it 35 or 32 first? Well, even let's say 3,000. 5 pounds, that's 15,000 points. Did you really eat 15,000 points? A lot of it's just going to be sodium. It's just going to be sitting on your stomach. And it's, you're just going to be, you're going to be discouraged. Don't let it bother you. Don't get on the scale if you think it's going to bother you. Wait a couple days, then get on the scale, and then see how much you truly gained. Sometimes it's better just to do it the next day so you can get right back on track. But if you know it's going to throw your mind off, if you know it's going to throw you off psychologically, do not weigh. Gina Pearson, I'm talking to you. Do not get on that scale because I know you. You'll get on that scale and see a loss and you'll give up. And I hate to point her out, but she knows what I'm talking about. I'm saying it from love, from my heart. Because I'm the same way. I can get on that scale and see it, and it's just, and I know they say the number shouldn't define you, but who are we kidding? The number does define us more times than we want to admit. It doesn't mean it should, it just means it does. At least in my case. When I say these things, I'm not speaking for the whole world, I'm speaking for myself, because I think it is, I think that's what the thing is. But mindless eating is what's going to cause you to overeat. Think about it when you get to someone's house, if they've got like the cheese tray out and they got the nuts and then they got the fancy cookies and they got the little spinach pie hors d'oeuvres and all the little hors d'oeuvres. Think about what you're eating before you actually sit down to eat. Do I really want to have that handful of nuts? I can have those nuts anytime. I mean, it's nice to have it now, and I really am hungry because I didn't eat breakfast because I'm really saving up for this meal. Well, don't do that either. Don't go to someplace hungry because you're going to overeat. And you're not going to eat mindfully if you're hungry. You're going to eat mindfully if you're really not that hungry. If you really listen to your body's cues and say, you know what, I'm really not that hungry. What I do is when I fill up my plate, and you've seen my plates, I have like mass quantities of food, like the Conehead said on Saturday Night Live. A lot of times I can't finish it, but you know what I do? Is I just put some saran wrap over it and put it in the refrigerator. And then I just eat it later on. And then I have a whole nother meal. Yet again, just pop it in the microwave or put it in the oven or something. Even if you're at someone's house, bring your own container to take it home. And just say, you know, I really couldn't finish my dinner. I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach and I really don't want to eat this. but it was so good. Do you mind if I take it home and have it tomorrow? That way it works out twice, because if there's something that you really didn't like, you can just say, you know what, I was just so full and I can't finish it. Can I please bring it home? And then you bring it home, you throw it away. They don't know. I shouldn't have told you that, but... But, you know, that's just what I do. And people are always willing to let you bring leftovers home, especially if it's family. You know, they're going to let you do it. And when you're eating, eat with other people as much as you can. I think that you tend to eat more when you eat alone. People aren't watching what you're eating. And not that they should care what you're eating, but I think you're a little more self-conscious of what you're eating. And make a plan. Make a plan of what you're going to put on that plate, what you're going to eat, what you're going to save for later. How you're going to have your dessert. I am going to have that piece of banana cream pie, but I'm not going to have it right after dinner because I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm going to wait a couple hours. And you know, maybe a couple hours later, I won't have as big a piece either. Because if I was to cut a big piece after dinner, I can say, oh, you know what? My plan is just to eat what I can and then save what I want for later. No, I'm not going to do that with dessert. With dessert, I wait until I'm hungry and then I do it. And remember, you never, never, never sacrifice what you want most for what you want now. We all want to lose weight. That's our goal, is to lose weight. And we want it a lot. But do we really want it enough to sacrifice sometimes along the way? On Weight Watchers, I don't find that I'm sacrificing. I really don't. I eat what I want when I want. I may not have like a ginormous amount of weight loss every single week, but as long as I have a steady weight loss, I don't really care. If I have a gain every once in a while, not as big a gain as I had a couple weeks ago, but you know, like if you have a 1 or 2 or 3 pound gain, that's going to happen. That's just going to happen. Don't get discouraged. I could have very easily got discouraged with that 9.5 pound gain. Even though I knew it was the medication and the heavy meal that I had the night before, it still played games with my mind because I saw it on the scale. I saw 9.5 pounds, and that was just like it was a reality slap to me, and it was a slap I needed. Okay, let's see, read from the card. It says, eating while taking a call or scanning your to-do list might seem efficient, but your multitasking can let you eat faster or more than you want. It's so true. If you're sitting talking to somebody on the phone, you're just munching. You're not even thinking about it, unless you've measured it out beforehand. But then, you know, like you're really not putting your full attention on the food and enjoying it. You're just eating it just to eat, and then you're not really enjoying it. If you slow down, it really gives you the time to really enjoy the flavors of the food that you're eating, the company that's around you, just the prettiness of the table settings, just different things like that. And if you're distracted, you're going to eat more, and you're not going to really know that you ate something. How many of us have just eaten something and you get all done and you go, it's done? I don't remember eating it. I've been guilty of that myself. And you can make your meals last longer if you eat mindfully and maximize your enjoyment. Have fun. Have fun with your eating. Don't think of it as a drudge. Even if you have like, oh, I'm only going to have a salad for dinner. Just think, oh, you know, I'm going to have a salad for dinner. It's going to be so good. I can't wait to taste the different flavors of the cucumbers and the tomatoes and the lettuce and the dressing. Just make it a fun thing. And sometimes you might need to use a stopwatch. I eat very slowly. When you see my breakfast, which is mostly always fruit, it probably takes me a good 45 minutes to eat that food. I don't have very many back teeth, so it takes me longer to eat, and I'm a very slow eater anyhow. And if you're a fast eater anyhow, pick the slowest eater at your table and kind of match them bite for bite and see. You might not like it if they're really slow, but you know, I know they tell you too to put your fork down between bites. I've never met anybody that ever did that. Maybe it works, but I don't know. To me, it's just too much. And try it at least for 3 meals to slow down, be conscious of what you're eating, and be really aware. Okay, give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and at the end of the video, I'll leave the recipe, and talk to you guys on my daily vlog, or next week.